On this episode of podcast, we sit down with Khoisan SA. We unpack the importance of the cannabis plant to him and his nation. Trust me, this is one episode you do not want to miss. And remember to cannabis responsibly at all times. Welcome to another episode of podcast. I'm sitting here with King Khoisan SA. How are you doing, my king?
I am good.
You good? I'm glad to hear that. Did you like your gift?
Yes, I loved it.
I'm glad to hear that, my king. My king, can you please explain for those who do not know why it is that you are inhabited here at the Union Building, as to why it is you are here?
We've been here at the Union Building because we handed over a memorandum to the then Deputy President in 2017, now President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yes.
In that memorandum, there's 4 issues. Recognition as the first nation of South Africa, our language to be official, which is called Kukukuwap, the return of ancestral land, and the removal of the colored word. When the Deputy President, now President, acknowledged receiving the memorandum and his promise to us that they will deal with the issues, because that promise wasn't made, we had to return back at the Union Building on the 30th of November 2018.
Yes.
So for us this time around, it's about not just President to calm down. No, it's past that. For us, it's about that we need to start talking regarding the 4 issues and make those 4 issues a reality.
Okay, and you've been here for 3 years?
Yes,
and you're
just
intending
over
to
3.
stay longer till they give you what you have requested?
Yes, we have told them already that the only way for us to remove here is that they make those issues official.
Yes.
So yes, up until then we will be staying here.
Did that had to do with something of you now being arrested? Because I know, it was very public on how they came in and they took your daughter, as you called your plant, and you were trying to protect your daughter. Did that had to do with something with you now requesting for them to acknowledge the indigenous Khoisan people?
Yes, it has part of that, because for us, while they had done that was simply to try and make us feel that we need to pack up and leave. It was also another way of their strategy to remove us. So it was not about the dacha, it was not about the weed cannabis, because there's no way in history that more than 150 police would come for picking 4 or 5 plants.
140 police
Just
for you?
Yes,
Wow.
it's from the Tshwane Metro Police, the Metro Police, the Sunnyside Police Station, the Dog Unit, the Drug Squad, the Drug Unit, also the Horse Unit. All just for us.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, my king. Considering the fact that you are royalty, you should have been treated with respect. And I do apologize that you had to go through what you went through. Now let's talk about the cannabis plant. I know that the cannabis plant, or marijuana, or dacha as you would call it, is very special to you. Can you please explain to the viewers exactly why this plant is so special to you?
Well, the plant by itself, most of the time when one talks about the plant, everyone would mostly talk about the smoking side of the plant. But for us, the spiritual connection is in actually the health method from the plant. It's been really, people have now confirmed that even using the plant would also be used for cancer patients. It's also the best relief for stress also. It calms you down. So for us, the connection with the plant is the medical side of it.
And the spiritual as well,
Yes.
like you mentioned. Can I ask, do you use Western medication at all?
For us, Western medication was never out. When we need to go for any health thing, we would go into into the forest and
Into
take
the
some.
forest,
Yes.
But because now you're not in the forest, you are here in the city. That's why I'm asking if you do use Western medication.
No, we don't use Western medication. Some of the plants that is around us is also used as immune boosters, like garlic and so forth. So
Oh, okay.
there is some of the plants that's around us.
Oh, okay. I see that. So what would you love to see happening within the cannabis industry here in Southern Africa or Africa as a whole, my king?
I think that there's always been the mindset that the cannabis industry is taken by those billionaires, those rich people. For us, what we want to see is that the person in the community, that even that person will benefit through cannabis as either by using or even making business of it. So for us, that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about. And are you engaging with anybody in regards to cannabis or the cannabis industry? I know you're part of the marijuana board. Can you explain exactly what your role is in that regard? And then you can just tell me who else you've been interacting with in regards to the cannabis and the cannabis industry.
Yes, I think with the marijuana board, it was our first engagement where the leader came and he came to the union building and he acknowledged the Aboriginal.
Yeah.
I think that's where everything started.
Yes, okay.
From there, it just strengthened our community. It also strengthened our communication.
Okay. And then who else are you engaging with? Is nobody else coming to engage with you in the cannabis industry?
Well, there's been a lot of institutions that came from the cannabis industry. Some as the organizations, after they heard that those plants were being taken by the police, some of them even brought new plants.
Oh, wow.
So yes, there was a lot of support from all the cannabis communities, institutions as well.
It's good to hear that the cannabis industry is actually there to support you and standing by you in your quest. And we really do wish you all the best of luck, my king. I really hope that your request will be met and you will receive everything that you have asked for. Would it be okay for us to just walk around and you show me your daughter? Is she back? The plant, your daughter?
No.
Oh, she's still with the police?
Yes, now they said that their daughter would be taken for lab reports. So I don't know what that is.
What do you lab reports? Like they're going to test it?
Yes, they said to us that now with the last court case that it's now for the lab testing to come back.
Oh, okay. And can you tell us about the court case, if you don't mind speaking about that?
Yes. No, I think that for us, when they arrested us, for us our moments has changed. Even for me to be sleeping at the Sunnyside police cells, it was a humiliation of the highest order. There's never been in the history of Africa that a king would be dragged through a public place. And for us, it made us realize that the First Nation of South Africa, nobody knows about us. They know when you talk about what do you know about us, they would simply say, we know that the first people in South Africa are the Khoi and the San. But after that,
That's it.
That's it.
But then what are we doing to change that? How are we now educating the people so they know more about you?
I think us being at the Union Building has had all those positives. Children from various communities that has come here, and because they've seen or in the books the Khoi and the San, they are so excited. They would come and say, yes, the Khoi and the San, and then they start questions. So by getting them the answers, they are educated. Most of the things that we tell them is things that they would not find in the books. So yes.
On my last question, I just wanted to ask, where does the king come from? Obviously I know where you come from, but for those who do not know, where do you come from and who is now ruling if you are here?
Yes, my area I'm coming from is now called Kabeja.
Okay.
It's in Port Elizabeth. That's where I'm coming from. Now, at the moment in Port Elizabeth, there is also other chiefs and headmen that are still, while we absent,
Okay.
they are there.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. And once again, my king, I wish you all the best of luck. And I hope they'll bring back your daughter. I really do hope they'll bring back your daughter. And on that note, please do remember to cannabis responsibly at all times. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and remember to cannabis responsibly at all times.